Hello, what's going on, YouTube fam? This is J Money here, and I'm bringing you guys combos featuring these two. Rescue Cat and Wind Up Bat, as I promised a while ago. Now, these are the next best things you want to go for if you don't have access to Summoner Monk or Wind Up Magician. So, with that being said, these cards, a lot of these combos involving these two cards will revolve around the same kind of monster/spell cards. Things like Double Summon, Machine Duplication if you have Bat in your hand, Wind Up Shark in hand, like any sort of Reborn card. But we're playing all of those cards at 3 copies or more, so it's not too far-fetched to do. So, with that being said, I will start with the Bat combos first. There's many combos of both, but I'm going to do 3 and 3, and I'm not going to play them out simply because, you know, by a certain point you should know if you already have combo or not. And, you know, and for those of you who don't, I'll let you know, but this is all in the name of trying to access, your best cards, being Wind Up Magician if you don't already have it. So, for this first combo, we're going to start with Bat Dupe Shark. This is probably the most common opening you're going to have, possibly. I've opened this quite a few times and I've still gotten a combo, so we're going to go ahead and play it out, and we're going to go ahead and summon Bat, and we're going to reveal Shark, and we're going to go ahead and summon it, and then we're going to machine dupe 2 more Bats out of the deck. Now when we make ours in maintenance, we're going to go ahead and use a Bat and a Shark. Now, generally, most of these combos, you're searching out Magician, and so you would think if you were going to summon it to the field, if you didn't have a double summon, the way to go is to make something like a Nightmare Goblin. And, in thinking that, you would think, well, why would I link off with a Shark? Because any Nightmare card takes monsters of different names. Well, if I were to leave 1 Shark, and I would still summon the Magician, knowing what the rest of the cards in my hand would be like, seeing as which these are just blank cards, not knowing what else is in my hand, if I didn't have another Shark, or if I didn't have, there's all sorts of situations to where I can summon that Magician, but I would already use a Bat effect, because I'm not gonna just not use the effect and then link off my last Bat into a Goblin. That would be unnecessary. So you'd be stuck with a Magician off field with no effect to activate. So that's why I ended up doing that, and I searched Factory off the maintenance. So we're gonna go ahead and activate Bat, and we're gonna grab Shark, and we're gonna go and trigger Factory again. Now, the maintenance uses Banish to summon effect. I'm just marking it just to mark that I added. So Shark's in our hand and Magician's in our hand. Luckily, Link Rebo is a card, so there is your different name. Now, I am very sorry, UK players, but you will have it. You guys should have it legal before your Nats. That's saying that that's only insinuating that anybody would actually take this deck to Nats, because even I'm not too confident to take a deck like this to Nats, not quite yet. It still needs way too much testing, and the fact that carrier is not legal. Yeah, well, So now we're going to go ahead and bam, we're going to make Goblin. We're going to toss any of our blank cards, summon Magician to a zone, and Shark, and you have your combo. So with that, we're going to go and reset. And we're going to do another Bat combo. Except this time it's going to be Bat Dupe and Double Summon. Because having Shark in hand makes things a little easier. I'm not going to lie. So, let's switch it up. Let's go ahead and, yeah. Now we're going to go ahead and get started with this. And we're going to, once again, we're going to Bat Dupe. And we're going to go ahead and drop 2 more. Now we're going to go ahead and make ours in maintenance. Now, this is one of those situations to where you don't want to always search factory, because if you do, you need to activate an effect, and if you only have one wind-up on the field that can actually use this effect, Magician will be useless. So yeah, now we're just going to search Magician off this in maintenance. We're going to activate Double Summon, Player Magician, use Bat, grab a, grab another Bat to hand. Now we do, however, we still have 2 blank cards in hand. So we're going to go and grab another Bat in hand, and so yeah, this is going to go ahead and trigger Magician, and we're going to go ahead and summon. Now with this, you can either summon a rat straight out without the second Magician because you don't have any other effects to activate, or you could summon the second Magician and go into a Nightmare Goblin and just go back and grab Magician to hand, and then summon your wind-up rat that way to have more cards in hand. But I feel like that would be a waste of a Nightmare Goblin, so I'd rather just go into the rat that way. And then go into, what's his name? Go into Goblin later, if that makes any sense. So with this, you have combo, most definitely, especially considering you have 2 other cards in hand. They could be duds, they could be not. Last Bat combo is going to be Bat. This is going to be an unorthodox one, but this happens a lot more than you think, and it's going to be Bat and Double Shark. Bat Double Shark, well, what can you do with this? You know, this is what I call an awkward hand. Now, pay attention, guys, as I play this out. So we're going to go ahead and play Bat, and we're going to reveal... I don't know if you can reveal both at the same time, but it doesn't matter because you can reveal special, and then you can reveal the other one in special. Because Shark is still a wind-up monster, and it does not exclude a wind-up Shark. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and use both Sharks. And we're going to make ours in maintenance. And we're going to go ahead and add ourselves a wind-up Magician to the hand. Because again, this is just one of those things to where, actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and add a Magician. And we'll go ahead and use Bat's effect to grab Shark. But we're going to go ahead and use the maintenance's other effect, and we're going to banish Bat face down, and we're going to summon another Bat, and from here we're actually going to reveal the Shark in our hand to summon, because we need a second monster on the field to make Nightmare Goblin. But no, we'll have no fear, a new Bat just hit the board, so you can go ahead and use this effect and grab a Magician to the hand anyway, so you can go ahead and lick off into your trusty Nightmare Goblin that literally unbricks you out of your awkward ass hands because you don't have a firewall on the board. So you can go ahead and normal your Magician and your Shark, and there you go. So wind-up Bat combos are fairly simple, but they can be tricky at some times. At some points or another, it may seem like you can't play, but if you really think about it, well, for starters, you do have to have some sort of experience with this deck to really know. But I guess that's what channels like me and Fan of Stuff is here for. By the way, Fan of Stuff, if you're watching, congrats on your channel growth. I've been paying attention. Your channel's been growing quite nicely. You know, it really wasn't that long ago. I think it was like less than a month ago. You only had like 24 subscribers, so you should be proud. So now we're going to move on to some cat combos, and we're going to go, we're going to start with cat, shark, and, you know what, let's say double summon, why not? Because double summon unbricks, and it's not susceptible to things like Ash Blossom, even though Magician is. But I don't like playing more bricks in my deck than what I already am playing, and yeah. So with these three, we're going to just go cat. And once again, the reason why I play 2 kitten, because if you draw one, you're forced to summon out 2 rats, which is absolutely horrible. It is so atrocious to do that. And I'm not going to play dog because I'm not playing any rank 5s. I would play dog, however, if carrier was unbanned, because rescue cat will just be an instant instant carrier. So Zip Maintenance is going to go ahead and search our Magician. Since there's no way we're going to be able to activate any of the wind-up effects, there's no point in searching Factory. So now you have your double summon. And so you have your Magician Shark and all that good stuff. And you're in an amazing spot because you get to keep your Magicians because the maintenance is already on the board. And you can make Butterfly and switch Rat to attack mode. So yeah. So there's the first cat combo. The second cat combo we have is cat, double summon, and a monster reborn of some kind. This one can be a little bit trickier, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. We're going to go ahead and cat, and we're going to go ahead and summon out a kitten and a rat. There you go. Link these up and make our trustees in maintenance. Add our Magician. And we're going to double summon that Magician out. And we're going to Monster Reborn the Wind-Up Rat, as a matter of fact. And we're going to use its effects, and we're going to go ahead and reborn the kitten that was also summoned off cat, triggering this Magician over here. And yeah, we all know at this point you definitely have combo. This is not used as effect to banish the summon either. So you're really in the driver's seat on this one. So with that being said, I got one more cat combo for you. And it's not gonna actually open cat, it's not gonna involve cat, but it is going to involve Summoner Monk summoning out Rescue Cat. Now, someone would probably ask, why would you summon out Rescue Cat with Summoner Monk if Summoner Monk can grant you a wind-up Magician? Now, here's why. Monk is only good bringing out Magician if you have Shark in hand, or if you have some other way to summon another monster, which at that case I won't use this spell, but I'll use a dud spell in this particular scenario. But yeah, Monk is only good at bringing out Magician if you have access to Shark or another summon spell or something to put another wind-up on the board and being able to trigger its effect while keeping Magician on the field. And so with this one, we're going to show Monk a spell and a Reborn card. So we're going to go ahead and play Monk, and we're going to go ahead and toss a dud spell from our hand. And we're going to summon out a cat. We're going to go ahead and sack it off. Bust out our rat and our kitten. Now we're going to link these, and we're going to make us in maintenance. Okay, for these we do need some blank cards in hand because, you know, once again, we are opening with at least 5 cards, but this is one of those things where it involves a Nightmare Goblin. Now we're going to activate Monster Reborn. We're going to revive this. We're going to use Rat's effect, and we're going to special summon a kitten. Now from here, we are going to... Now, I did mess up by putting this right in the middle, but for future references, do not put that in the middle. But we can still recover because Nightmare Goblin does have arrows left and right. And we're going to go and toss a monster from our hand and summon this guy. Then we're going to use him. And we're going to go and banish Rat and summon another Rat from the deck, triggering this Magician. And then you can use Rat's effect that was just resummoned and get more effects and trigger another Magician's effect. And you should know where it goes from there. So those are our 3 combos there. I have one hand I do want to play out because I want to show you guys something. I want to show you there's some things that it's weird. I just gotta go ahead and demonstrate it real quick, but you can open the most awkward looking hands and it can be ultra playable in this deck at certain points. And what do I mean by that? Well, I'm going to show you. Well, one of these hands that I was testing around with against friends, I opened up these exact 5 cards, and I was ready to throw my hand away. I was ready to just scoop it up because it wasn't that good. Or at least that's what it seemed like. But I realized that, hey, maybe I still have a lot to learn regarding this deck. So I decided to play it out anyway. Lo and behold, I actually made some beautiful things. See, as a rogue player, I love playing a lot of rogue decks. However, unless you're not going to get any better with your said rogue deck unless you play some meta decks and all that good stuff and get a whole new outlook on things. Because if I would have stuck to this deck, I never would have been able to figure this out. But as I played other decks, I got other ideas, etc., etc. But let me go and stop talking and actually play out this hand. Because I know some of you guys are as confused as I am. Now, I have a 1-for-1 in hand. This was when I was deciding to tech a spiral engine in this deck just to make it to where I can actually easily be able to go second and break boards, but I decided you get awkward hands of like 2 spirals and 2 wind-up cards, and it's like really awkward and you can't really play sometimes. But anyway, I did keep this in because it's an instant wind-up bat. Now, normally people would think, oh, you can just pitch the kaiju and summon the bat and summon the magician, but because you have 2 factories, but like you don't have any double summons, your turn will be over at this point. But what I decided to do was I played 1-for-1. I tossed the magician and I went ahead and summoned the bat because I knew that it was going to be okay because I haven't normal summoned yet. Now this is where it gets really good, and I'll show you some insane combos in just a second. I'll go and use bat and grab a magician. Now we're going to have double factory trigger, and we're going to go ahead and search a shark and a rat to our hand. Now I can do 2 things. I can either hand loop my opponent, or I can go for an extra link, or I can do both. Now, I showed you guys one or the other, but you know, I did find out you can indeed do both. You can do a hand loop and extra link your opponent, and I'm going to show you that in just a second because I did that with this same hand that I'm showing you today. So I'm going to go ahead and summon the magician, and we're going to reveal shark. We're going to drop it. Magician's effect triggers. Where are you at? Summoning another magician. And shark is going to increase or drop its level. It doesn't matter. Magician's effect will trigger. And we're going to summon a rat from our deck. Now we're going to use a shark and the bat. And we're going to make our maintenance. And we're going to search a 3rd factory because we're going for consistency, we're going for longevity, we're going for potential grind games, if that's your thing. But I always say prepare for the grind game because you never know. Overlay. Butterfly, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Wait, where is it? Okay, there it is. Detach this guy. Switch back to attack mode. Rat summons magician out of the graveyard. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use ours in maintenance. We're going to banish rat face down. And we're going to summon another rat from the deck. And that's going to trigger this magician over here. And we are going to summon a wind-up hunter straight from the deck. Now we're not going to use this effect just yet. We're just going to go ahead and link these up real quick. We're going to make our goblin. Now we're going to use rat's effect. And we're going to revive magician, I believe in this zone. Yeah, we're going to revive it in this zone. And we're going to use Hunter's effect, and we're going to snipe the first card from our opponent's hand. Magician will go ahead and activate its effect, and we're going to summon a second hunter from the deck. Okay, let's see, where are all my hunters at? Anyway, we're going to go ahead and link these up. And we're going to make a, oh dang, I forgot to add off factory. That is something really important. You want to go ahead and add a bat off that. So on your hunter effect, you can go ahead and add a wind up back to your hand. And all that goodness. So, now, our Firewall Dragon still needs to get summoned. And all that good stuff. Better start keeping track of my shit. Alright. Now from here we're going to go ahead and link off our Nightmare Goblin. And we're going to summon a Mermaid. And we're going to activate its effect. And we're going to toss that Kaiju from the hand as Chain Link 1. Chain Link 2 is going to trigger Firewall. We are not summoning Rat, but we are going to summon Bat instead because you want to recover some cards. And Rat can't use his effect unless... Wait, what? Hold on. Is it? There should be a second hunter somewhere. The hell? Huh. One of the hunters should stay here. I know one of them didn't use his effect to summon the second one. Okay, whatever hunter you summon, it has to be in either the 4th or 5th zone. And you also need to make sure it's the one that did not use his effect. Okay? Yeah. Alright, got it. Now that we're done making mistakes, oh yeah, we get to also fetch a card because of Mermaid. Okay, we got a Must Reborn. That's okay. We don't need it. We're gonna go and use Bat. And I believe we're going to grab another Bat. We're gonna do that. So now we're gonna go ahead and link these off. And we're going to make a Phoenix. And that's going to trigger Firewall, and it's going to trigger Ibly. Summoning to our opponent's board. We still only have one card hand looped, but that's okay. So we're going to summon Rat way over here in the 5th zone. And we're going to revive our Magician again. Now we're finally going to use our second hunter. Sack off Rat and snipe a second card. Magician will go ahead and use his effect once again, summoning a third wind-up hunter from the deck. Okay, so at this point I'm done making mistakes, or slight, misplays and not searching and all that other good stuff. That's all over and done with. Okay, so we got our Sorceress down, and Firewall's effect is going to go ahead and trigger. So we're going to go ahead and summon our Bat. Since something next to it, i.e. the Magician over here, got sent to the graveyard, we're going to activate Bat. And we're going to grab a Rat to our hand. Now we're going to use Firewall Shotgun effects. This is co-linked with 3. And we're going to add a Bat. And we're going to add a Rat. And I guess we can add a Shark. Why not? And don't forget, we still have this Monster Reborn in our hand, which I highly doubt we're going to use. So we're going to go ahead and use the third wind-up hunter. And we're going to sack off the Bat, and we're going to snipe a third card from the hand. And we're going to link off the Phoenix and the Hunter. And we're going to make our Tri-Gate Wizard. So Firewall's going to go ahead and trigger. Rat is going to go ahead and go off, summoning our wind-up hunter. And we're going to use said hunter on our 4th card. We're going to go ahead and we're going to snipe a 4th card from the hand. Firewall's going to trigger. We're going to summon our Bat, and we're going to activate, and we're going to grab Bat to the hand. We're going to go ahead and start a link combo. We're going to make Underclock Taker. And we're going to use Firewall's effect to special summon. a wind-up bat, I believe. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and summon a wind-up bat, and we're gonna activate its effect, and we're gonna grab bat to the hand. Now now we're gonna go ahead and link this off into a Linkuriboh. Over yonder, Firewall's gonna special summon bat. Grab bat. Link these off. Unicorn. And Firewall. And we're gonna grab bat once again. Now from here we're gonna go ahead and link these up in the middle. And you can do one of two things. You can either summon Griffin or Borlow Dragon, depending on what you want to do. If you want a little bit more insurance, I would summon Griffin. Not only that, but you can get more draws during the draw phase. Now, if you have anything in the grave you want to recover, you can use that dead card that was just so happened to be Monster Reborn that I searched, and all that, and we're good to go. But now, Firewall is going to go and special summon once again because Linkuriboh is right next to it. And we are going to go ahead and summon Rat over here. And we are going to bring out our Hunter. And Hunter is going to snipe the last card from our hand, or from our opponent's hand. So that is all 5 cards knocked out. Firewall is going to go ahead and special summon. Obviously. Bat will grab Bat. Once again, because Bat is stupid. Now we're going to link into our Cerberus, and Firewall will go ahead and special summon a card to our hand. It doesn't matter which. We'll just use Bat to grab Bat once again, so we can summon Linkuriboh during our opponent's turn, in case there are any problems. So, as you can see, I turned a very, very awkward hand of 2 factories, a 1-for-1, a Magician. Oh my god, stop doing that. And a Kaiju into a full hand loop plus an extra link with an Ibly on the other side, triple code link Tri-Gate, a Cerberus, a Unicorn, a Griffin, a Mermaid. And this is absolutely phenomenal. This is absolutely incredible. So, you know, if you really know what you're doing, if you know how to pilot your deck correctly, if you know how to sequence the cards in your hand to get effects off to get to where you need to go, then you will do just fine. So I'm sorry it took so long for these cat and bat combos, but you know, I am doing other things. I will post that Fluffle Dino BA deck profile as well, so look out for that, guys. But anyway, also I have gotten over 650 subscribers, and you guys are just absolutely awesome. You guys are amazing, and I don't know what I would do without you guys. You guys have really been a huge help, and sooner or later I will actually pass up Team Ghost, actually, in subs. So I ask you guys for help in terms of that. Let's go ahead and pass up Team Ghost. I believe Team Ghost has like 760 something subs now at the time of recording this video. I'm not sure, but I really want to pass them up and all that good stuff, and it's going to be fun. So thank you guys very much for watching. This is J Money, and I am signing out.